Delhi hits 41 degrees Celsius. Brace yourself for a brutal summer and fat electricity bills. Indian cities are turning hotter with each passing year, we all know that. In 2025, this year, Delhi alone is on track to become the world's hottest capital according to IMD. And the heat index could hit this summer a scorching 50 degrees Celsius. This is not just hot, it's dangerous. But here's the deal, cribbing won't cut it. If you want to survive the summer without burning through your wallet, let's talk about real practical ways to keep your home cool without skyrocketing electricity bills. I've done the math keeping my own 1500 square feet apartment as a base. So let's start with the terrace. If you live on the top floor, I'm sure you're already sweating. You can make your home cooler. So what's your option one? Give your terrace 2 coats of reflective roof paints. Now these are budget friendly and quite effective. For a double coat on a 1500 square feet roof, you're looking at about 24,000 rupees for materials, another 15,000 for labor. So around 40,000 rupees in total. Now this can reduce or will reduce your surface heat absorption by up to 20 degrees and save you 10 to 15% on air conditioning costs. Your option 2. If you're willing to up your budget for better results, you can go for reflective tiles. Now these are more durable and also look better. They will cost you around 1.5 lakh to 2 lakh rupees for the same space, that's 1500 square feet. Reflective tiles cut heat absorption by up to 30% by any surface, which will in turn lower indoor temperatures by 2 to 5 degrees Celsius and your AC costs by 15 to 20%. It's best to go for tiles with high SRI or solar reflective index. White or light colors work best, and of course you know that already. There are plenty of branded and local companies giving you options for both reflective paints and reflective tiles. So choose what best fits your pocket. Now let's tackle glass. If you have big windows or sliding glass facades, they're great for light but not so much for heat. My east-facing bay window was heating up my bedroom and study to suffocating levels in the summers. A surprisingly effective and budget-friendly solution I found was using just desi bamboo chicks on the outside. Not on the inside of the bay window, but outside. Now these bamboo chicks stop sun rays from hitting the glass. They also add a nice traditional touch. So 2 3x6 feet chicks cost me around 10,000 rupees. I roll them up when I need a view of the expanse of the wonderful DDA park in front of my house and bring them down to block direct sunlight early in the morning. For homes with large glass facades exposed to direct sunlight, multi-layer glazing like double or triple panes provide excellent insulation and they block heat as well as sound. So that's an added advantage. Now this option is more expensive but totally worth it if you can afford it. A double pane will add an extra 200 to 400 rupees per square feet plus installation charges, and the cost of triple pane glass fitting goes up to about 800 to 1200 rupees per square foot. Now the change from your regular glass facade to double or triple pane glass will also require some level of civil work, so it's important for you to remember that. You know what really bugs me is those large sliding glass facades which are increasingly becoming common in apartments, high-rises, and builders simply don't give you the option of double or triple glazed panes unless you push them to. So if you're buying a new flat, please do so, even if you have to pay a little extra to the developer. It actually saves you from the retrofitting civil work later that you will have to take on as cities are getting hotter. Now, a more budget-friendly alternative and immediate one for almost all glass doors and even smaller sun-facing windows are solar control films. These solar films reduce heat gain, glare and UV radiation, and the cost for these films is as reasonable as 60 rupees to 100 rupees per square foot. Now, let's come to air conditioners. Cooling smart beats cooling harder and paying hefty bills. If you're replacing an air conditioner, get a 5-star rated one. 100%, there is no quibble about that. A 1.5 ton 5-star air conditioner will cost you around 48,000 rupees, which is about 10,000 rupees more than a 3-star air conditioner. But, big but, it uses 25% less energy and translates straight into lower electricity bills. So in my home, changing one air conditioner and upgrading it to 5-star, the cost paid for itself in just one summer. Now, beyond just owning an AC, how we use it makes all the difference. The Bureau of Energy Efficiency, or BEE, recommends setting air conditioners in homes at 24 degrees Celsius. I know many of you are thinking that's not even air conditioning. But know the fact that with each dropping degree, our energy consumption goes up by 5 to 10%, and so does the electricity bill. Luckily in India, most of us have ceiling fans which helps circulate the cool air, so you really don't need to crank the AC up so much or set it below 23 degrees Celsius. I've had my own battles at home. My kids used to set it at 20 degrees and then snuggle under thick blankets. And I'm sure that sounds familiar to you. We simply have to break these habits. There are also owners of swanky homes who refuse to install a fan because it doesn't look cool. Now, what can we say? Being sustainable is the most fashionable choice you can make for your sake, your children's sake, and for our sake. Keeping doors and windows tightly shut and cleaning air filters every alternate month for better air inflow are all well-known basics. But let's be honest, we all tend to slip up. We simply have to stop. Every small change brings down cooling costs and reduces dependence on that coal-generated energy, which directly adds to the city's heat. If you have more ideas on heat-proofing our homes, please drop them in the comments below. And thank you so much for joining me.